Okay, so in this video, I'm going to basically tell you how to manifest whatever the fuck you want. So, as you can tell right now, I'm literally in Antwerp, Belgium. I'm 15 years old, and I'm basically in another country working and taking sacrifices, taking risks to become the best version of myself. And really, at the end of the day, it's all with your why. So, yeah, how was I able to do this, and kind of like what's a little bit of my backstory. I'm not gonna like touch too much on it on this video, but how was I able to achieve this, and how was I able to kind of even get here in the first place? So it all started probably these past 2 years. I've always had the fact where wasn't able to travel much. Like I was always in where I'm from like a small little a borough, an area, a town, I guess you can say, and it's not the best area. You can only really walk 2 or 3 mile distance without like getting into bad trouble, right? And it kind of just always was sick to me because I was barely able to sleep in my apartment. I mean, I don't know if there's like mold in the walls or something, but I was just sick of living in my situation, and I wanted the best for my loved ones, basically, and to provide. So I think maybe you could say in the moment, like, I'm not really providing and I'm kind of like spending, but I'm spending because I see the potential outcome that is going to come from this. Because, I mean, what else are you going to do from getting 12, 14-hour work days? You just expect to be a wagey? No, you're building a business, you're putting a team in place, and you're becoming a business owner instead of just like someone who's working for somebody and not actually building something, okay? Actually, you know, getting skills, because when you get skills and you get high income skills, you're never going to be broke again. Like you're never, like, at the end of the day, if you're from the US, you should have no worries at taking a risk, because you can go to McDonald's and work there as a job at any day. They will accept anybody, okay? So while you're young and you can still take the risk, might be living in your mom and dad house, and your all your goods and your food is being taken care of. This is the only chance you got, man. It's not the only chance. There's people that became rich in their 30s, 40s, and it's not normal, okay? And at some point you got to be delusional, but that's not what I'm like trying to talk about here today. I just want to like let you know, man, man to man, gotta take a risk. I wouldn't say just a risk, take a calculated risk. So kind of just a little bit, as I was talking about, I was just kind of sick of living in my position. And for the past year or two, I wanted to move down to Texas, in Austin, Texas. I really liked this apartment complex, and I liked the school there. It was a public school, and it was just something like I was new to. Like I was always used to like hopping around from school to school and moving around. I was I'm not gonna say where I was like born and everything, but like I was born in the U.S. blah blah blah. But like I'm moving around city to city every couple of years, right? And it got to a point where it's like, I'm just sick of this. I'm sick of like seeing people around me, my loved ones, struggle and stuff like this. And it got to a point where you got to actually step up and you got to mature. And I don't know, I might be just wired a different way, and entrepreneurs might be just wired a different way, as where we think differently, and we probably just do. And I feel like you just have to kind of get to a point in your life where you just hate the stuff that you're doing on a day-to-day basis. You see you're not growing. You're meant for more. What do you put on this planet to do? Why is the man above gave you this opportunity, okay? And do you want to make an impact? Do you want to do this? Do you like there's so many things these days that they're shoving down your throat, okay? I mean, they are making you take classes that you do not even want to take, okay? Why would any human that has one life, like, you can believe in afterlife and stuff like that, I'm not mad at you or any of that, but don't rely on that fact that people say, oh, there's another life after this. You have to make this one count, okay? And as you have one life, you have to make sure that you give it your full force, and you actually do what you want, and you help the ones that you want, okay? So going back to kind of how I ended up in this place, to where I was just on this balcony in another country. And keep in mind, this is not like some third world country. I'm in Belgium, okay? It's basically Europe's first world countries. And yeah, it's a little like, they speak English here literally 80% of the people, 90% of the people, right? So it's not like it cost me 1,000 a month to rent this apartment. No, it's like 3 to 4 grand. Okay, it's nothing crazy, but yeah. How did I get here? Because I've been basically the first time that I really kind of like lived by myself was in Texas. So I kind of just like Texas. Like I wasn't in the fact yet where I would feel comfortable to like go international. Oh my god, now I just remember this. So I wasn't actually going to talk about this previously in this video, but I remembered in February, okay? And I exactly remember on February 14th, I wanted to go to Budapest, okay? Budapest, like you might be wondering why I said it like that. That's how they pronounce it, blah, blah, blah. But it's a European country, and I actually went there for my, I don't even know. It's my basically one of my first European countries since I was like a really young kid, okay? Where I was like first few years of my life. So I went to Budapest. I wanted to go to Budapest. Keep in mind, I only had two SMA clients at this point. I had 2 clients. I was completely tripping balls, bro. Like, there's no way that I was gonna be able to live by myself. I was probably gonna be homeless. So I'm glad that the right things happened at the right time. Cause man, He has backed me up. Oh my God, I can't even say it, begin to explain. But yeah, I was basically just wishing to go to Texas, and I kind of made it happen in June. I basically, like, you can kind of say I left without expecting, and no one kind of knew, like, none of my friends knew. Not that I even had many in the first place. Like, I was literally a fat guy, not in June specifically, but literally new high school, stuff like this, and I don't blame anyone. That's just how it is at the end of the day. I mean, looks, they play a very important role into hierarchy and stuff like this bullshit, but yeah, so really what it came down to is I kind of just like, I was sick of it, man. I didn't give a shit about this geometry stuff. So I wanted to go in February. I wasn't able to. I was talking to my mom and being like, we have to move to Texas, but it always had the root problem of money. Okay, you gotta question beliefs. Okay, like, yeah, your loved ones want the best for you, but when you're taking advice from somebody, you have to make sure they've gone through it. If somebody's telling you, oh, this is how you run a business and this is how you do accounting, you got to make sure that they like know what they're talking about and they've actually gotten to where you want to be. Okay, never take advice from someone, like you'll hear anybody say this, never take advice from anybody that is not in the position that you want to be in. Okay, 100% do not. Okay, they want you, they don't know what's possible, especially the older generation. They do not know what is possible with this internet money. Okay, there's people that are making millions of dollars just from the internet. And sorry for the unstableness here, but there are so many people that just, they don't understand this internet stuff, and you have to realize that. Okay, so going back to it, basically didn't really like my situation. Went to Texas June 21st, or was it June 21st or June 22nd? I think it was the 22nd. My life changed. I went to Texas. I had probably 7 clients. I reverse engineered exactly how do I get to 16 clients, I believe, that month, okay? It was actually June 2nd that I got my first mentor, really. June 2nd, so I got like kind of my first mentor, helped me with some backend automations, gave me a little bit of help with Facebook, not much, but I kind of knew what I was doing because I already wasted like $3,000 on Facebook ads for agency and stuff like that. So I kind of learned the ropes, and as soon as I landed, got to the crib, I was like, okay, I gotta make this shit work. So I basically just turned on agency ads, spent like $100 a day, and yeah, I was spending like 3 or 4K a month just on agency ads. And from that, I got from 7 clients to like 13 clients. I got like 5 clients or 6 clients in a matter of a week. Now, that is 100% not all from me. Like, I had a closer. I really thank Tyler for making that shit happen, but I invested into Tyler as well. He's been since with me from day one, literally a year and a half ago, 2 years ago we met in this Discord server. It's kind of funny, but yeah, you never know what God has in store for you. That's a big lesson. But yeah, so kind of had that kind of go through, and yeah, this guy, I trained him from scratch. He did not know nothing about sales, so brought him on when I already had like, I don't know, 3 or 4 clients. And yeah, this guy literally had like a Philippines headset, like, you know, the Xbox headset, as to where it's like $10 and you get it from like I don't know if you guys know, but it was the shittiest mic ever. So I made him buy a $200 mic, and this guy had no money, bro. He was okay, like he didn't have like funds that you just like spend out of like that. So, yeah, it was a little funny. And then we got a brick wall background, and we made it look really nice because he was in his parents' house still. He actually moved out now. He's basically living by himself right now. So, going back to everything, I went to Texas June 22nd. Wrote in my journal, "This is the beginning. This is the beginning of my life." That's what I wrote down. It's crazy. I wrote down on my piece of paper. I wrote down, "This is the beginning of my life." No, dude, it's so funny because exactly 2 months after that, I wrote that on June 22nd. 2 months exactly later, I revisited it and I found that on the same exact day that I wanted to journal, because I hadn't journaled for 2 months straight. The same exact day, 2 months later, exactly 2 months later, I journaled again, and it was like crazy because how did the stars align like that? But how did I? So I basically went to Texas, started grinding, going to the gym every day. It was literally a 3 minute walk. I went to the Domain, so it was basically Austin's like shopping outside outlet. It's not an outlet. It's like it's where all the Gucci store, Louis Vuitton, all these like luxury designer stuff is. And I even like saw Gucci from my damn balcony, and it was there's like a Cybertruck, literally like, and it's not even crazy because I researched the price of Cybertruck, bro. It's just it's brokey money, bro. So yeah, but the thing is, it had it had subscribe on the license plate. So this guy he was big money, parked in front of Gucci, and it kind of it opened up my eyes to wealth. Okay, money. Dude, there was literally every car there was like 30% Teslas. Okay, it's kind of funny. So got to Texas, and I went on a spree, bro. Like I just was onboarding clients every other day. Come on, stay still, buddy. Oh fuck, I missed him. Shit. Okay, sorry. Maybe I hit his leg and he fell. I don't know.